tractor. We can go slow or make it go faster, down through the woods and out to the pasture. Long as I'm with you, it really don't matter. Climb up in my lap and drive if you want to. Girl, you know you got me to hold on to. We can go to town, but baby, if you'd rather, I'll take you for a ride on my big green tractor.
Back in 2019 is when we actually won it and took over the farm in 2020. And so we've done quite a few things to the farm. Just wanted to provide a little bit of a video, some feedback here. I'm actually on one of the food plots that we have on this farm. We've done a lot of work to this food plot. I've had a lot of help from my daughter, my wife, from frost seeding to tilling to fertilizing. We've had a few different crops in here. I put soybeans in one year. Unfortunately, we had a drought and it didn't work out so well. Clover seems to work really well, so we planted clover again. We did have the 2 food plots on here, but we also there wasn't very many trails, so we created quite a bit of trails, different trails that we could access the property. We've added water to the property, which really helped me, just because we've had not much rain over the last several years. This year we didn't have much rain in August, but on the top food plot we definitely, with the water that I did add, we were able to put in some radishes and some turnips, and it's turning out really well. But we're starting to see, with all the work, we're starting to see a lot of quality bucks. This is 2025. I shot that nice mainframe 10 about a little over a week ago. I have a couple more deer on camera that look really, they're up and comers. They look really good. So just a lot of work, and it's just rewarding to see that, to see quality bucks since we've put a lot of work into this. Couldn't be happier with what we're seeing. There's more work to be done, but again, it's all starting to come together. I'm standing on one of the food plots. I actually call this the top food plot. There's 2 on the property, as I mentioned. I talked about putting water in a couple years ago. We were able to run hoses and sprinklers to this food plot, especially in August when we didn't have very much rain. It's really turned out phenomenal. And this is the actual food plot that I shot my buck on, the mainframe 10. Well, here it is. Shot him last night about 6 o'clock. It was a late night. Shot him up at the farm, northern Missouri. Actually, the farm that I won with the Drury Outdoors. So I want to give a big shout out to Drury Outdoors. I've been doing a lot of management to get quality bucks in, and finally starting to see these quality bucks. So it was a great night. I had him on camera. Haven't had any history with him. I haven't seen him in the prior years, but he just started showing up earlier this month. He came in on Wednesday after a cold front came through, and saw him. He was working a scrape, and so it rained yesterday morning, and I thought it would be a good time. I thought he would come in. It was a little warmer than what I wanted, but he kind of followed the script, came right in, right about a little after 6, like he did on Wednesday, a couple days ago. And yeah, gave me a nice broadside shot at 20 yards. Couldn't get any better than that. He was actually before he actually stepped out, he was working a scrape, rubbing his antlers into the trees. Spent about 15 minutes doing that. It was just wild watching him do that. Yeah, it was a great night. Had 5 other bucks smaller bucks on the food plot. The food plot looks great. Yeah, I couldn't be more happier. This is probably one of the bigger bucks that I've shot, especially on the farm. And just like I said, just couldn't be more happier, and glad to get it done. Typically not very often do I get a nice quality buck like this early in the season, but I'll take it.